So, Kadir sir, how many students we are expecting?
More than 100.
Oh, okay. So if we reach the target, we can start that. So I'm just asking.
Better you can avoid that renaming option. And also, I will give you one name. You make him co-host. So he also can control.
Sure. Ah, okay.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can you make co-host Nishad and Nayana?
Sure.
One Mr. Nishad and NISHA.
Yeah. And Naina is a
Nayana, yes.
sure. Nishad, maths it is?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I think now let's begin. Almost.
Of course.
More than
Almost all of
100
them
students.
came up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost 121 persons now we have.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Over to you.
Fine. Naina ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Just let's begin.
Okay. A warm good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So today we have honorable dignitaries, teachers, and my dear students. We have joined together to update our knowledge, which is very important for teachers and students. Today, Almuna, in on a collaboration with Bright Learning App, is hosting this very significant meeting on the topic workshop on CBSE new assessment policy. So the purpose of this assessment to provide information for teachers, children, parents regarding the efficacy of the learning program and analysis of child's performance within it to guide future planning and practice. So before moving further, let us take the blessings from Almighty. I invite Master Binshad for the prayer. Binshad, over to you.
Good afternoon all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Thank you.
Thank you, Binshad. Now I invite Mr. Pradeep Kumar, Headmaster of Boys Section, for the welcome address.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So we all are very much delighted to be a part of this training program. We have gone through many training programs so far, and this may be its continuation only. As teachers, we all know how important it is to update our knowledge regarding the evaluation, about the exams, marking and all. And we never miss any such chances. So it's a perfect example for that. So today the duty entrusted on me is to welcome you all to this meeting. And I am much honored and privileged to welcome our most honorable principal, Mamu Master, to this meeting. And he is expected to join. I think his presence we value much. Welcome you, sir. Okay, now we have our vice principal in charge, Mr. Abdul Kader. And I'm much pleased to welcome you, sir, to this program. So everyone knows you are the one leading all this program. You are the one to introduce this program and to lead this program and shared all the information with us. So we are much honored to have your presence and your guidance throughout this program, and a warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
So the most important person we can say today definitely will be the academic head of Bright Learning app. So on behalf of Almuna International School, teachers and students, we welcome Mr. Ali Fazil to this program. And we all expect a wonderful session from you, sir.
Thank you Thomas, sir.
And we are pleased to have further members from your side, Mr. Habib Rahman, Faculty of Biology, Mr. Sirajuddin, Faculty of Commerce, Mr. Yasin Hussain, Faculty of Chemistry, Mr. Shakir, Faculty of Maths, and Mr. Samjit be the moderator for this session today. So all-heartedly, we welcome you all to this workshop. And I also welcome our section heads, Mrs. Vasudha Abhay Chidrawar, HM Girls Section, and Mr. Fawaz Sudavi, HM Boys Section, and Controller of Exam, Mr. Nishad, our coordinator, Mrs. Naina Kumari, and Exam Controller, other section heads, staff secretaries, my beloved teachers, and my dearest students who are watching this entire session, and most probably some of the parents also would be listening to this workshop. Sure, I welcome our proud parents also to this workshop. And once again, I extend a warm welcome to you, to one and all present here. Welcome you all. Over to Naina ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir, for your warm welcome. Now it's my privilege to invite our dynamic principal in charge, Mr. Abdul Kader, for the inaugural address and to introduce the resource persons. Over to Kader, sir.
Sir, please unmute, sir. Kader, sir, please unmute.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay.
Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon.
Assalam.
Respected guest today, Academic Director, Bright Education, Mr. Ali Fasil, all my dear colleagues, HMs of both session, Mr. Pradeep Kumar and Mrs. Vasudha Abhay Chidrawar, coordinators, and the resource persons today, as already we mentioned here, and all my dear teachers, students, and parents. Also, we have present here our director, Mr. P.V. Abdul Latif, the director of school. He is with me. Welcome you, sir, to this meeting. And everybody, once again, a very warm good afternoon to you all. Today, we don't want to take much of the time because as it is a fasting, we have to wind up the session at the earliest. So we need to get maximum from our resource persons. Last week, we have received a circular from the CBSE that there will be a lot of changes in the examination pattern. Even the application level questions, which will be more than 30% in each subject. So the changes, now the students, we are not able to call them to the school, to the campus, to the classroom and giving them maximum guidance in this regard. Moreover, this year missed the examination itself, public examination. But what all the examination conducted in the school during the academic session, the CBSE asked the schools to submit the reports of each and every assessments. So my dear children, what all the assessments, what all the project works, what all the exams, including model exams, we are conducting inside the school. It all becomes very important nowadays. And not only that, simply we can conduct all the examinations. Whatever the examinations we are conducting, it should strictly follow the norms of the CBSE. So now here onwards, the terminal examinations, periodic assessments, all these which the schools are to be conducted, it should strictly follow the public examination pattern. So such a way we will have to move. And when these circular received, we have communicated with Bright Education team, their academic director, Mr. Ali Fazil, and their team, and Mr. Suhail. So they all, very interestingly, they accepted our invitation and they are ready to give our students and teachers a clear idea about the pattern which the CBSE, what are the reforms which CBSE implementing this year onwards. Students, one important thing I would like to tell you, maybe you feel that this year, last year, a part of the examinations were cancelled. This year, the whole examination is cancelled. Considering the previous assessment of the school, the result will be published. And you may feel that next year also, sometimes the same thing may happen. But now the board started preparation in advance. Even if there is no any single day of physical class, even if you are not able to come to school next year, the whole things will be done online very perfectly. In such a way, the systematic changes will be coming in the board. So you have to be well equipped, well performed in all the areas. So today's workshop regarding the changes and reforms of the examination pattern is very important. I would like to welcome the resource person in my personal part, also all of you. Welcome, dears. And I know you are well resourceful to give maximum to our teachers and students. And I request all the teachers as well as the students to listen carefully what they are giving, what they are instructing. Note it, and we will have to plan accordingly. I don't want to prolong my speech. Bright Education, they are having some learning apps which will be helpful for the students, and their academic directors, their sessions are very important today. I would like to inaugurate this session with this page, and I would like to thank you all. Congratulations and welcome to all of you. And I over to Naina ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. Moving further, I welcome Mr. Ali Fazil, Academic Head from Bright Learning App for the keynote address. Over
Thank
to
you.
Ali.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So here we have for the new assessment policy to evaluate. We are very privileged and blessed to have a tie with this Almuna International School, the ma'am. Thank you, sir, for giving us a wonderful opportunity to share our ideas regarding this assessment with you. Once again, I welcome all of you towards this session. Okay, so just I want to look a poll. Please, will you attend this one? On the screen, you can get a poll. Yes.
Everybody can submit, right?
Yeah, everyone can submit. Everyone can submit. Except the host. Yes, okay. Okay, almost 96% is saying no. First time on the assessment policy. Okay, that's great. So, yeah, all of you are, I hope all of you are delighted to know what all changes are there on this assessment. Okay, you know, from grade below onwards, from bottom grade onwards, how to score good marks in exam. That was merely based on our notebooks, what was prepared by our teachers. But CBSE also look forward to upgrade yourself for the competitive world. See, I know for the last 4 or 5 years back onwards, CBSE started their changes on the evaluation pattern. They introduced CEC, the continuous and comprehensive evaluation they introduced. Like that, many methods they introduced. And finally, they found that in time, summative assessment was there. I hope all of us teachers might be familiar for that. 2 terms they introduced, first term, second term. Only they had to stick to the first term syllabus only. Second term syllabus only, they had to stick like that. 1 year they experiment that way also. So finally on, what the outcome they got actually, when they come to the grade 11th or 12th, to the real competitive world, most of the students were lacking that qualities, the competency. So only CBSE, okay, of course, the research team analyzed that this competency-based evaluation should start from very beginning onwards. So as they're registered as a CBSE student from grade 9th onwards, they demanded. So last year, slightly they started. It was at a sudden change actually. When the model papers or sample papers they released, all the teachers knew that these are the new pattern. So this year again, they're going to update it and they're going to introduce more competency-based questions. So to make fit the students to face their real challenges in daily life. So not pretending, we go through this, what all changes are there, how much we should be prepared for that exams. So what is the common changes there? This all will be gone through this workshop. So I hope all of you will be giving your best attention for this workshop. In between, I'll do some polls. You should attend actively. And some sample questions also will solve here. My beloved and dignitaries, our co-factors are there. So they also will be supporting you with their own subject areas. So we can start now. So first of all, what is actually this educational policy for this 2020 syllabus? So CBSE actually, they aim to go through the policy or to upgrade actually, it is based on the fact that students should be the new orientation or new developments or the real life problems. They should be fit to solve that problems. For that purpose, they introduced the new national education policy from 2020 onwards. So based on that only we are getting it. So the premier, only told you, the primitive idea or aim was to move from the rote to competency-based learning. Rote method means all of you are knowing. Actually, our CBSE students, teachers also used to mock on them. They know the spelling and they know, they can see the things. That's way. Don't know what actually in-depth ideas our CBSE students used to lack between. So what are they used to by heart the things, memorize the things. And our exams also used to be like that only, the class test or unit test, to get more marks, more numbers. That was one of the aim actually. Nowadays, the changes are there. So from that rote method to competency-based learning, it should be moved. That was one of the premier aim of the national education policy. Then how to develop their creative and this concepts based and thinking capacities, critical thinking, logical reasoning ideas, how to improve them. For that also, training should be given in the classroom itself, and that should be evaluated or assessed in the time of examination. That also their aim was there. Then they should be equipped with the ability to solve problems, real life situations. Many problems used to happen. Like especially myself, I'm a physics faculty also. Grade 9th and all the students must be going through the motion chapter. So at what speed you came to from home to your market? You was traveling at what speed to your market? If somebody asked, simply, not a real life problem. So I used to say average, I used to be 50 km per hour or 60 km per hour, I used to travel. How to calculate them? Or if a real problem comes, somewhere you have to submit that at what speed you come. Whether your student should be equipped or not. Teachers should think, and the class, have you ever given that example, real life example, to solve it? So of course, you know that you should know the total the distance from your home to the market and the time of traveling. Both should be in SI units or the higher units you can keep it, then just divide it, you'll get the average speed. Simple problem solving technique only. We used to give here and there the questions. But in the classroom, if you people are linking this one to the real life situation, students will remember it, they will caught with the math, and they can easily produce it. So they should be equipped to solve the problems. Then the basic assessments, including our unit test also, whether it's for 10 marks or whether it's for 50 marks or it's the term end exams, it should shift from the rote memorization skill to more formative model. So what is that formative model? This all we are going to introduce today. Which all questions you can include in the assessments so that students will be fit for the most modern ultra education field, we can say about it. Okay, so some areas like what is competency based, how it's promoting the learning, how to test the higher order skills. Some sample questions will provide here. Of course, these years 21-22 sample paper are not released yet. Will be at the end of September or November. Normally the CBSE board people will release. For an sample method, we have the sample papers for last years, like 2021 academic year. We have with us. Okay, so from that, almost a 20% increase is there in this competency based. So what all changes are there for the upcoming year, that we have to check next one. Okay, all around aim of this assessment is to apply this concept in real life and unfamiliar situations. So I hope students, okay, be ready. Your teachers, your tutors will make you or will train you to be fit for the real life and unfamiliar situations. I hope all of you are ready for that. Okay, so be at the end of the session, we'll check it. Sure, thank you. Great. So here's see what the changes are going to happen. The competency based questions are going to be 30% of the examination. So 30% means it's not a mere percentage, of course, you know. For example, it is for 80 marks question paper, 80 marks. Then around 24 marks will be competency based questions. With few basic ideas from your textbook and the ability to apply in the real life, you can easily score that one. So normally these competency based questions will be done with one sort will be the multiple choice questions. All of you are very familiar about the multiple choice questions. Okay, in the lower class standard students used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is answer, 10th answer. That used to be a round up the answers. Now it's not possible. Actually, this year and all, last year and all, the changes are there, like the level of the question have they improved a lot. So that a guesswork won't work on that. Okay, merely you lose the mark only. So negative marking system is not there in grade 9th and 10th. But in higher education, if you come to the competitive field, like if you write a NEET examination or JEE mains or advanced examinations, they're all negative markings also there. All questions are multiple choice only are there. So how much you're fit to analyze, to select your answer from a group of answers. And sometimes it will be, all the 4 will be suitable for the question, but you have to check the most appropriate answers. So that abilities you should be with you when you are attending this competitive examination. So to prepare you from early childhood onwards, these techniques CBSE have introduced from grade 9 onwards. So you should expect these multiple choice questions this year also. Then one of the other most crucial part is the assertion and reason type question. Those students are grade 10th, they may be familiar for these questions, I think, of course, assertion, reason. And Kadir sir, I think you and your team are including this type of question in the unit test also. At least one or two if you give, no, it will be more
Pardon,
better.
madam?
Yeah, this assertion and reason type questions.
Yes.
Teachers have to include in their, even in unit test or term
Yes,
test
yes,
also.
absolutely.
Always will be there. So students, they will be equipped with that questions. Assertion and reason. Two statements will be given. We'll go in detail about what type of this
If
assertion.
you
reason
don't
is.
mind, you can illustrate with some examples.
Sure. Of course, sir. Of course. We prepared that one, assertion reason. Okay. Then one another type is there. We have case-based questions. There's a new introduction from this year onwards, like 2021 onwards. For grade 9th and 10th, it is there. For science, normally 3 questions they used to ask. They'll give a paragraph. Okay. Just like, okay, look like a comprehensive question from English language test, you know, English and language, other languages, you might have a comprehensive questions. Similarly, a paragraph will be given here, but the questions may not be, you won't get the direct answer from the word to word answer from the paragraph, but you have to think and upgrade also. So somewhat higher order thinking skill also you have to use there in this case-based question. So case-based question, check your comprehensive skill, okay, your analytical skill and your higher order skill also. How much you can think in the higher order. It also will be checked in this type of questions. So like in language exams, comprehension question, most of the answer you will get in paragraph itself. You know, word to word you can get it. But if you only have to alter the answer, remaining you will be getting. But in this one, like it's not that. Paragraph will begin, some information regarding that topic, particular terms will be given, then you have to update it. Our teachers will introduce you what type of this case-based questions. Grade 10 question, of course, grade 10 students will be familiar with that one, I think. Is it you? Hello, are you there? Yes, are you familiar about this case-based questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, good.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Then another one most important change is there, the source-based integrated questions. There's going to be a new introduction also this year. Source-based integrated questions. Like what I told just now before. Speed, average speed, a concept you are studying in physics, grade 9 students. Or for example, like concave mirror. Concave mirror, you are studying grade 10 student in light chapter. Then resistors, you are studying like that. Different logical probability, you are studying mathematics. So like these some topics have more application directly to the daily life. So that some source will be given, some paragraph or some table will be given or some graph will be given. Based on the graph, some higher order questions will be asked. So integration to your textbook, to the knowledge and to the real life. Like that integration questions also you can expect from this competency based questions. See my kids, it's of 30% from this year onwards. Okay, so I hope really you can get the concept. I hope to get more marks regarding this one. How to be like that. Then,
So according to you, this is very easy for the students to score more marks.
of course, because you know our kids are really talented. Actually, they have the talents. Sometimes they are just get to the stick to the textbook. They used to get rid of this competency. That's happened.
Yeah.
Okay, please see, all of you, please. I want to take your taste. Check your taste. Please attend this poll. The competency-based questions are better than ordinary type. Do you agree or disagree? Yeah, great. Yes, great. Yeah, both responses are there. Good. Yeah, great. Yeah, almost 70 people attended the test. We have around 140 participants. Please, all of you try.
Students, all of you attend.
Yeah, all of you, please. Yeah, great. Now at present, 90% agree that competency-based questions are great. So that's the success of this policy. Is it, sir? Kadir, sir?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, CBSE really interested that only. They only aim that one. Students should be competitively agreed up. Okay, if you are there, they allow this ordinary type also. I won't blame them. Okay, so almost 104 people attended. Few are there still. Hi guys, what factor block you to attend? Please, all of you, quick, remaining. Almost 35 more are to attend. 75% attendees now tested the poll. Others, please. Yes, come on, quick. Yeah, it's getting up. Great. Yeah. 79% now. Okay, that's great. So in this poll, 91% of you can see the result. See, 91% agreed. I agree this competency measure. and 9% told they disagree this one. So no problem, no issues. See, both methods are there. Some students used to fear that how I could attend a higher order questions, because from classroom may not get a proper training, or my teacher used to give many stories, many higher order questions used to be like, all the different emotions will be there in a classroom. Sometimes, a group of 40 or 50 students are there in a classroom. So almost all of them may not be in a same sync with the competition question or higher order questions. I used to feel, of course, when I go to the classroom teaching, whenever I give a higher order question, some students say, sir, it won't come for the exam, so please stop it. Used to feel now. I think the teachers also must feel the same in the classroom sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, used to happen. So, but here see, why the problem now, the students felt that only what is, who is, how it is, define, state, derive, these all questions will come. So why to study, why to think, why to waste the time for that? We can just do this all question, textbook based only. CBSE says only question will come textbook. So no need to waste time for that. Or it'll take it time consuming. Or sometimes the fear that I may not be able to think that level. That may be drawing back. So I suggest my dear teachers, please implement in every topics, whatever you prepare for the next lesson plan or like that, this type of question to introduce. Yourself you can do, or you can get the sources from different apps and all. Even our apps also, we have the question banks and everything. You can freely download it. You can use here and there. So students will be able to, they will get a confidence that I can also do it. I can do it. Not only all cases. So I'm going to some deep about the assertion reason type. Okay. I hope it's not boring. Are you all interested?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
We'll go to great. Then, okay, with that competency based, objective based question also will be there 20%. So 30% I told you competency based, some of the grade part. For 80 marks question, 24 marks will be there. Okay, and for 100 mark question, 30 marks question will be there from competency based. Now 20% will be from objective questions. This is actually mainly nowadays is seen that one word answers. Okay, without options, multiple choice options won't be given. One word or fill in the blanks, like that questions will be given in that one. And assertion and reason also come under this part also sometime. This objective, only one answer you have to opt for. Then, okay, those who disagree strongly with this new pattern, don't worry. Our 50% of the question paper will be with our normal ordinary type short answer and long answer questions, like define, state, this all derive, how to compare, like that questions, short answer and long answer. Like, okay, 55 mark question, 3 mark question, 2 marks questions and all will be there 50% of the question paper. So altogether, the total marks is not going to be changed. Okay, only the pattern of the questions is going to change. Okay, weightage of the questions are also same, almost nearly same, only with each chapters. Now the level of the questions or the nature of the question only are going to be changed. Okay, so kids, just I'm taking you to this time, assertion and reason, how to solve an assertion and reason type. I'll give you some tips and what actually it is. For grade 9 students, I think it may be sometime new. For grade 10th, you'll be familiar about it, I think. Anyhow, but for both categories, please check how to solve it, assertion and reason. Normally, this type where question will be mentioned. Like, I'll read it. For question numbers 14, 15, and 16, 2 statements are given. I hope my screen is clear for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. It is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, it's clear, sir.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Great. So
Yeah,
two
sir.
statements will be given. Okay, 2 statements will be given there. One is called assertion and another is called the reason. So R for reason, A for assertion. 2 statements will be given in the question. Okay, then select the correct answer to these questions from the codes A, B, C and D as given below. Means your answer will be A if both assertion and reason are true and reason is correct explanation of the assertion. Means 2 statements will be given, first and second. Okay, just for example, assertion, I like ice cream. Reason, it tastes good. Okay, are they matching? Assertion, reason?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, for some, yes,
Yes, sir.
okay. But for some of you, those who are difficulty with the blood sugar level and all, if I say I like ice cream, that's a wrong statement, is it? Okay, so here actually in the CBSE level, that type of general question won't be there. You'll get question from the subject oriented. So don't worry. Okay, confusing questions won't be there, of course. Mere statement will be given. I'll give some examples for you. Then it'll be for easy go. So assertion and reason, two statements you have to read independently. Then check whether first and second support. First of all, you check whether both are true or not. If both are true, then your answer may be either option A or option B. Like see, A is both A and R. A for assertion, R for reason, are true. And R is the correct explanation of the assertion. Now B is there, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay, just because ice cream is too tasty, not only because of that, sometimes it have health factors, so I like. Some other reasons may be there, may not be the correct explanation. Okay, like now, if A is true, sometimes R may be completely false. R may be false. Then A is false, assertion is false, but reason may be true. Then your answer is D. I'll give you some way to how to eliminate your answers. See, in all the competitive examination and all, the elimination skill is most important. What I'll say means, for example, while reading the first two statements, you are feeling it is true, then you can eliminate option C and option D. Don't need to think about it at all because both are true. Then out of that, which is correct or not, then you can round your answer. Let's see some questions. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll do some questions. So for that purpose, the tips actually you can do like, see, first of all, don't be afraid of the words. So sometimes some complicated words may be there, but don't think that you simply read the statement. Okay, independently you read the statements, both first statement, second statement. Don't think that that's the same continuation of first or second. Don't think like that. Just you read two statements independently. That's the first and most important tip you should remember while doing this assertion and reason type. Okay, don't think that sometime the first statement may be from one chapter. For example, for grade 9th, you have motion and force and loss of motion. Two chapters are in physics. First statement may be from first chapter. Second statement may be from the second one. Or like that for grade 10th, you have, for example, don't feel bad. I'm explaining about physics because myself, I'm a physics faculty also. From light chapters and human eye colorful world chapters. One statement may be from colorful world, another may be from light chapter. So you think that's independent only, not a continuation. So it's since they are different statement, one may be wrong, not like that. There may be different. You think they are independently. Now, while reading, one more technique, but I felt easy, I'll give you. What you should know, you should do the idea that after reading this assertion, just you read like this way. Assertion is true because reason is true. Just connect that to, like, if you try it like that way, or think like that. Assertion is true because or due to reason is true. Or therefore, assertion is true, therefore reason also true. Like that if you connect, then you can link easily whether it's true. Now assertion is false. It can be by reading assertion. Okay, after one time you read two statements independently, then again once more you read and connect with these keywords. The best keywords always I felt while doing the solution is actually regarding this way. This one. This, if you add because, due to, or therefore after assertion, you can get the ideas. So most of the time, these two statements will be exactly fit for first two options. A and R true. A and R are true. First two options are there. Okay. Now, first itself, assertion or feeling it is false. Don't worry. What to do? First two options eliminated. No need to think about first two options at all. You can go for last option. Assertion is false. Only one option will be there. Assertion is false. If you confirm, first is false. Okay. Let's do one question.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, sir.
I hope you might have your pen or paper with you.
Yes.
You have it with you, is it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One minute, I'll do the question. See a question. What do you feel about? I'm sorry for the trouble. You can type your answers in chat box. Yeah, good. Manaza gave the response. Rafi gave. Rehan gave. Good. Sania gave. Hajra gave. Shivani gave. Yeah, Anne Marie gave. I just said the topic from a grade 9th student did. So both 9th and 10th students can attend this question, I think. Yeah, great. Abdul Muhammad gave the answer. Yeah, Marshall Kazi gave the answer. Great. Sanjay Sahal gave the answer. Okay, great, good. Okay, let's see how to do it. Assertion. Displacement of a body may be 0 when distance traveled by it is not 0. It's a statement. Those who studied grade 9th and those who understood that idea, I hope you might be knowing that it's a correct one. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Displacement can be
Yes,
0
sir.
because
Yes.
you come back to the original position. Again, the origin, your displacement will be 0, but you have traveled a long path. Distance is there, but displacement is. Now, second reason I'm going to do. So first reading itself, I got A is true. So I have 3 options now. A, B, C can be. A, B, C can be my answers. Next, so D option I eliminated. No chance for D at all because A is true, I confirmed. Reason, the displacement is the longest distance between initial and final position. There is a smell something, is it?
Yes, sir.
It is
the shortest distance.
It's
wrong.
the shortest
distance.
distance
Great.
traveled.
It is the shortest distance. So see, but the logic I gave, assertion is true because the reason is true. There is a few can cut. Reason is false. Is or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
I can eliminate my option A and B. Now what is option?
C.
Great. So congrats to all those who have answered for C. Others also don't worry. It's a first chance. Take care. Next one. Do anybody want to get repeated this idea? How to solve it? Anybody want to get it again? How to solve this question? So what I done is actually assertion, reason, 2 statements are given. All the type of questions. Then displacement, about displacement, first statement is given there. Then regarding reason also 1 statement is given there. Then we just gone through that our syntax. What we done? We just got that assertion is true because of reason is true, or like that we connected. So there is a we understood reason is false. So directly answer C. But if it was true both, then either A or B, how to check. So my fellow faculties also will give you this type of question from each type as subjects. You will get more samples there. Okay, thank you. So that's about assertion and reason type questions. Now, let's check one other type of questions also, like how these objective type questions will come. See, an example for another objective type questions. First question is from for grade 10th actually it is. What happens to a ray of light when it travels from one medium to another having equal refractive index? It's actually, I'll say a higher order question or thinking question. not direct from textbook, but logic is there in textbook actually. For grade 10 students actually it is. So I don't know whether the light chapter is going on with you or the electricity. Which one is going through?
So electricity.
Electricity is going.
Okay, fine. No worries, no worries, no worries. So once you come to the chapter light, reflection and refraction, this topic will come across you. So this topic is actually, just I mentioned you only, don't worry about the answer. It's actually refraction a phenomenizer in grade 8 you'll study. So it have to bend or deviation will happen if there is a change in refractive index. If not there, the light ray will move with the same speed on straight line. So one medium to another medium having equal refractive index, then it'll move in straight line. That is the answer. Refraction will not take place there. That's an answer for that. Okay. Another one you might be heard about it is a real life question. Next one. In torches, searchlights, and headlights. Yeah. Please mute that one. Somebody speaking. Sorry. In torches, searchlights, and headlights of a vehicle, the bulb is placed. All of you are very familiar about these headlights of the vehicles. Ready? So some of you might have scientific knowledge also, how it's working or what is the importance of a headlight, how the light is going as a beam, everything. So being a teacher or a student in the light chapter, those who understood, you can clearly answer, or how many of you can answer it? It's a real life problem actually. Yeah, Mariam Fatima, good. Give the answer, good. Eva, yeah, good. Good. Eva is giving. I'm sorry actually to address you. I'm not sure about your whether you are teacher or students. Okay, I'm just see the name only. I'm sorry to address you wrong. If yeah, option. Yeah, good. Good answers are coming. Yeah, fine. Good. Sometimes grade 8 also you might go through this idea. So here, see, C is the answer. Very near to the focus of a reflector. That's the concept there. You should know that answer for this. So objective type questions, that 20% you can expect like this. Not only multiple choice. If it is multiple choice, some real life questions also you can expect there. So that also part of our this question paper. So I suggest my teachers, beloved teachers, please include like this type of questions too in your, even though the class test also. So students will be more familiar about and they will have a thrilling experience with this type of questions. So once it is in classroom, you can discuss with them also with real life, some more examples too. Okay. Now I'll introduce one question regarding source-based integrated questions. Okay. One question will be there from that part also. See, just for time being only, for solving it may take some time. I'm not wasting time. This materials will be allowing you to Kadir sir as a PDF format will separately. Okay, we'll provide this one. So at the end, those who need, you can provide them. The whole subject is provided there. Okay, sir. So source-based integrated questions. Like see, one table is given here. Study this table and answer the following questions. So in the table, distance is given, then height above the base of the mountain, then uniform speed. So one fellow is climbing a mountain. Okay, his speed is given. He is checking his speed at regular interval at each distance area. Okay. See now, the question is like this. Alok is traveling to Vaishno Devi. You know, it's a famous temple on foot. He starts from the base of the mountain and the temple is at the distance of 5 kilometers from the base and at a vertical height of 500 meters. He also notes his uniform speed, distance and height. So these three quantities is measuring. Alok weighs 50 kilograms. Now see, there are 4 sub questions are given. Okay, it's a 4-mark question I'll say, and it's a source integrated questions like I can say. See what all things are asking. Find the kinetic energy in the 500 to 2000 interval. So kinetic energy concept you should have its formula you will get from the textbook directly how to apply, and you should take care only between 500 to 2000 interval you have to check it. Okay, next, find his potential energy at the end of 2000 to 400 interval. In that interval, what's your potential energy? To calculate the potential energy, you should know the height, and to kinetic energy, you should know the speed. So that basic idea you should have. You should know the equation or expression. Then you should have the ability to implement or support that with answers and solution, numerical skill also. Okay. Then question number 3, how much work has Alok done against the gravity when he reaches the summit? Okay, these all are from grade 9th question actually. This year you can expect this type of questions also. So simply that expression you should know, then what quantity or what variable we should have to solve it, we should know, because here speed is given, distance is given, and height is given. See, 3 items are given. So out of these 3, which variable you have to use it? So normally numerical question, you know, correct variables will be given, mass will be given, speed will be given. They'll ask to find the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is half mv squared. We know the equation. So easy to do. But here see, 3 different variables are given. You should have an ability to check or to sort out which variable is for which question. Then last one, direct question is state the law of conservation of energy. Is also this. So that's about a source-based integrated question. I'm not going to solve this question now. Okay, it's for you giving a sample only. See, this type of questions may be there because you should be fit for your real life situations and the problems what you face in the real life. Okay, used to happen, you know, sometime the later, okay, future career, the way you want to contribute to the humanity, like being an engineer or architecture or doctor or as a teacher or a philosopher, what are the role you want to play in your future life? The role, this top can come. Okay, so there manual calculation, moreover, now it is there, instrumental of calculations and are there. So don't think that this whole equation expression what we are studying just for namesake of scoring marks, not at all. We have to implement that in greater life also. Okay, but so you come to this architecture field or like that, many you can get it. So kids, this some sort of questions, especially this assertion and recent type questions you gone through. Okay, and case-based questions my fellow faculties will introduce you. Then one source-based integrated question also. Okay, so I'm here now in India. I'm handling this workshop. You people are in Saudi Arabia. So different part of the world we are, and your former education also became like this way. Okay, just one my question. Okay, I hope you will attend this polling for my reference purpose. See, what do you feel about online mode of education? You can opt your own way. Which answer? It's a multiple choice. Any option you can have. Please give your vote. Okay, great. Mixed emotions are there. Good, good, good. Yeah, now 65 people attended. Come on, quick. Come on, others too. Yeah, mixed emotions are there.
Regarding this, we are also waiting to see the response.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's reality now, sir. Yeah. In both sides, tutors as well as students, both of them face some problems. Some are interested, some are thrilled. Different emotions are there. Great. Yeah, now 75% of you attended. Remaining, please, 25% more have to attend the vote. I hope all of you will do. Please come on. I hope all of you can see the poll on your screen. Those who are not doing, please type.
So even teachers can do, please, fast.
Yeah.
Science teachers, if you need any more explanation, you can ask, raise questions.
Yeah, sure. We also have a question and answer session also at the end. And now also you can ask, no problem.
Sure.
Yeah, almost 82% of you attended. That's great. Okay, so let me publish the result. Sir? Yeah, here is the result. Almost mixed feeling is there. 51% of you like not good in compared to physics class. 20% says it's excellent. 29% mixed feeling, satisfactory.
So everybody want to come back to school.
Yeah. Everyone want to that physical presence. The real warmth of the teachers, is it?
Students and teachers all wants to go to school.
Yeah. Because okay, that real situation they're worrying. For few hours it's fine, the education online mode. But for throughout the year or throughout the term, it really will be horrible for them. At least they can have some snacks from the canteen. Is it? People? That facility is not there at home. Some of them are saying that in one of the other meeting, they were saying like that, sir, we need some break time to enjoy with the friends at snacks or the ground, like that. They're missing that one too much. Okay, so 51% only, sir, that we can expect. So our mode of teaching also good. I mean, it's satisfactory. Only 51%, just nearly half of the students only are doing. So of course, what we do, the one thing we can say, the time or the, okay, it decided the fate, we can say. Otherwise, we have improved to the next level of teaching. Both way we can say about it. Okay, so sometime the future learning may be based on like this. Students, you can do your education. You can enroll in a university from Canada. You can do your education from Saudi itself. You can enroll in Malaysia. You can do your studies from Saudi itself. All sort of supports, materials, everything will be provided online. So online universities are available now itself. So it may be a step forward to that level of education training also from early childhood onwards. Okay, thank you for this polling. Okay, so I'm here winding up my session, the keynote speech. I just gave a run through the type of questions or mode of new questions what you had expected in the chapter. Okay, I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Habib Rahman. He will give you a few minutes regarding the changes or few model questions from biology. What changes are there? So changes are common to all subjects. These changes you can expect from all subjects, and some sort of questions my beloved faculties, co-faculties will give you. So thank you all for watching and suffering me. The mic to Mr. Habib.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Hi, everyone. And welcome to our program. And Ali Fasil sir, he explained what is the need of new educational policy, NEP 2020. And what do you mean by, what the curriculum mean by the assessment, new model of assessment. The assessment should be student-oriented and life-oriented one. That's why in NEP 2020, they're included more comprehensive and life-related questions. And in biology, we know that science and even biology, it is more in related with the life skills or life-related issues are there. In 9th and also 10th, in 9th, we are studying 6 chapters in biology, and in 10th standard, we are studying 6 chapters in biology. All the chapters are related to one way or other way. It's related to our body, our environment, diseases, and everything. So there are lot of chances for comprehensive and also the life related questions are there. So in my session, I am going to discuss only the situation based question and some reason and assertion question only. There are a lot of objective multiple choice questions are there, and that will be provided along with the material that will along with this workshop. So when we are going through certain I think all of you can view the board, the screen. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is yeah. Hello. Hello. Any problem?
No, sir. You can carry on, sir. It's fine.
No, sir.
Okay. So the situation based or case study based questions are there in biology, and when you are going to answer this type of question, you have to analyze all the aspects given in the passage or in the graph or in the tabular column. And you must be analyze what is asked or what is intended to ask by the examiner. So the 16th question, that is read the following and answer any 4 questions. There are 5 questions are there. No need to answer 5 questions. You have to answer only 4 questions. So first of all, read each and every part and which of the out of the 5 questions you have to answer. And definitely when you gone through this one, you will get the answer. When you have the theory knowledge, not only the by heart knowledge to real life situation, it will be you can answer. But it is related to the concepts that is present in the, that is explained in the NCERT textbook. So all the living cells require energy for activities. This energy is available by the breakdown of simple carbohydrate, either using oxygen or without using oxygen. It's a 10th based question. So all the first paragraph, that is all the living cells require energy for various activities. This energy is available by breaking simple carbohydrates like glucose, either using oxygen or without using oxygen. And there is the first question one, that is energy in the case of higher plants and animals are obtained by, there is four options are there: breathing, tissue respiration, organ respiration, and digestion of food. You can answer by chat. You can answer by chat. Yes, correct. Good. Please answer. Munza is answered. Okay. Mukhadas is answered. Yes, please. Only 2 students are answered. All others are from. Yes. Okay. Okay. It is not a breathing. It is not a breathing. The energy from cells of the higher plants and animals is obtained by, it is not, it is through you can read the first paragraph. All the living cells require energy for the various activity. This energy is available by the breakdown of simple carbohydrate using oxygen with or without oxygen. That is called as respiration. That is called as respiration. That is, you are studying in the chapter life process in the 10th standard. So it is not a breathing. It is not a digestion of food material. That is in the cell. It is called as tissue respiration. So the answer is B is the answer. It's not organ respiration. It is tissue respiration or the cell respiration. So this is a model of question. This is a model of question. You have to answer all the aspect of the question, all the aspect, what it is asked. Blindly when you are going to the answer, never you will get the correct answer, because that's the most important case of multiple choice or short question or comprehensive question, because there is only one answer. When you are writing a short question or a paragraph question, you can write your own words, but here there is only one option. It is a specified option. That is the most crucial one in the case of the situation based question and also reason and assertion question. All the multiple choice question, most of the students think that multiple choice questions are very simple, I can answer all the question. And so in this new pattern, there is 50% of these multiple choice question or comprehensive life related question, so I will get 50% very easily. No, it is very crucial and very specific. There is no any alternative for the same answer. So here the first question, only the answer is tissue respiration. So next question, it is a based on a graph. It is a based on graph. You must be know one thing. When the oxygen is reduced in our body, lactic acid fermentation will be produced. So lactic acid will be accumulated. So you can see in the that is in the absence of oxygen, and that is called as anaerobic respiration. That is called as anaerobic respiration. You can observe the graph. When we got a table or a graph, you must be analyze what is given in the graph, what is the aspect. So the graph is given below that represent the lactic acid, blood lactic acid concentration of an athlete during the race of 400-meter and show the peak at D. That is, it is the initial. So this is the time in second. So in the y-axis there is the level of lactic acid in the blood. So it is gradually increases, then stationary, and it is in the 60th second, around 60 second, it is in the maximum, that is the D, that is around 10 or 11 millimole per liter. So this is the graph. You must be observe the graph with all the aspects and read the statement. Lactic acid production occur in the athlete while 400 meter. Which of the following process occur? Which of the following process? That's a question. It's a simple one. It's a simple one. So A is aerobic respiration, B is anaerobic respiration, and C is fermentation, and D is breathing. What will be the answer? Mariam given the correct answer. Yes. Munza given the correct answer. In yes. Oh no. Abdul Muhaim. It is not A. It is anaerobic respiration. Lactic acid is so. Read the paragraph itself. Then you will get the idea. Read the paragraph itself, then you will get the idea very, very, very clearly. So it is anaerobic respiration. So next question, it is also a graph-based question. Observe the graph. Observe the graph. Study the graph given below that represents the amount of energy supplied with respect to time while an athlete running full speed. So choose the correct combination. This is the energy supplied. So this is a plot A, that is in the blue, that's increases, and with the time it is gradually decreases. In the plot A, it is gradually increases and it becomes stationary. So what you feel from that, what you identify from that, in the plot A, it is with a high amount of energy supplied. But in the plot B, with the time of running, at the full time, it is initially increases, then gradually decreases. That is the two aspect. I think you have got the idea what it is interpreted, what it is given, what it is asking in the graph. That is, in the plot B, initially increases, then decreases. The energy production is related to the cellular respiration. Only in the aerobic respiration, the energy increases. And in the anaerobic respiration, the energy decreases. So you can go through the options, choose the correct combination of the plot. So I think you got the idea. And plot A is, what is plot A? Plot A is aerobic and plot B is anaerobic. So plot A is aerobic and plot B is anaerobic, and the amount of energy is low, inconsistent in aerobic. So this is wrong. This is wrong. So justification is wrong in the case of A. Yes. Yes. That is B is the correct answer. Most of the students are giving. So I think you got the clear idea how the questions are asking in the real life situation or the situation based question or case study based questions. So here the A is aerobic and B is anaerobic, and amount of energy is high in and consistent in the aerobic and low in anaerobic. So next question in that's the fourth question. The characteristic process observed in the anaerobic respirations are, in anaerobic respirations are, that is presence of oxygen, release of carbon dioxide, release of energy, release of lactic acid. Release of carbon dioxide is present in the anaerobic respiration, that is alcoholic fermentation. Release of energy is there, but it is very low. Release of lactic acid is also there, but in the presence of oxygen is there. So you must be observe, you must be read all the aspect that is related to the what is given in the statement. So C is the answer. 1, 2, 3 are correct. So C is the correct answer. So these are the 4 questions. So when you gone through, you are getting the 4 marks very easily. And this is another 5th question. So I am moving to reason and assertion. So here, I think you got a clear idea about how the questions are asking related to the case study based questions. So only a sample it is given. And in the previous session, Ali Fasil sir asked the how the online session it is going on. About 50% of students, they told that it is not good compared to physical class because they need the physical or the direct class from the teachers. But the online session, it has a lot of benefits and also lot of problems. Lot of benefits, which means when the our applied program or in the recorded program, you can watch again and again, and you can go through the questions, what it is given, what it is explaining, how it is explaining, and repeatedly you can watch the program. But unfortunately, the most of the students are not using this type of online program when properly. That's why it is the problem. So here you can watch how the questions we are going on, how the questions we are analyzing. These questions should be included in your school level, class level test. Then you will be more clear with these type of questions. So only one more question I am going to explain, that is reason and assertion. You must be know one thing, the reason and assertion, there are two statements, and the options are, four options are there. Both A and, that is reason, assertion and reason are true, and the reason is a correct explanation of the assertion. And the B option, both the reason and assertion are true, and the reason is not a correct explanation. So there must be a sync, there must be a relation between reason and assertion. So here one simple question I am asking, given to you. Food chain is responsible for entry of harmful chemical in our body, that is assertion. Reason is length and complexity of the food chain vary greatly. What will be your answer? That's a question that is related to our environment, but actually you are studying food chain in lower classes also. That's why I am asking the same question. Food chain is responsible for the entry of chemicals, and the length and complexity of food chain varies greatly. Yes. So here the problem that is both the statements are true. Actually, both statements are true. Food chain is responsible for, because we know grass, deer, tiger. Deer is getting food from the grass, and tiger is getting food and energy from the deer, and tiger is indirectly depend on the grass. So here all the organism in the food chain, all the organism that we are getting nutrients and harmful chemicals, energy, that is getting only through the food chain. Food chain is responsible when we are taking food material, it is getting food energy. And length and complexity, both statements are correct. Both statements are correct. Length and complexity of food chain varies greatly. The length, it will be 3 component food chain, 4 component food chain, maximum of 5 component food chain. It will be variable, but it is not a explanation. It is not a explanation of the reason. So both the statements are correct. So B is the answer. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct, not a correct explanation of assertion. So this is some question. Yes, reason is also true. Both are true, but the it is not a correct explanation of assertion. Okay, so this I am explained only few questions related to case study based question, and also reason and assertion question from biology. Biology is a simple subject. So when you are going through the our NCERT textbook, it is not only by hearting the concept, by hearting the concept, you must be analyze the real life situation and correlate with our life. So I am winding up my session. I think it is beneficial for you. I think so. And I am handing over the session to our commerce faculty, Mr. Sirajuddin sir, and he will explain some concepts related to some questions and assessments related to social science subject. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Habib sir. And first of all, thank you for all for giving me this opportunity. And me, Sirajuddin, faculty for Bright Education. So actually, fossils are discussed everything about the new method of question and new pattern of question. Now, from the social science point of view, we know we are social human beings, right? Social animals. But nowadays we are keeping social distances, right? Just like CBSE is keeping a great distance from old model of question paper to the new model of question paper. There is a great distance between the old model of question paper and the new model of question paper. See, what is the reason behind this? This is also, I'm talking from the point of view of the social science. Okay, you know, in India, our human resources are pretty famous all over the world, right? You all are working abroad, right? You all are sitting in Saudi Arabia, we are sitting in India, and in America, you know, in Europe, everywhere Indians are there, because Indian human beings are very effective and they are very expert. But even though there is a question, still our unemployment rate is a great question mark. Unemployment rate in India. What is the reason for this? What is the reason for high rate of unemployment in India? Indian government is introducing and spending a lot of money for making new policies and programs to eradicate or to reduce the unemployment rate in India. Still, the unemployment rate is a big issue for Indian government, right? See, first, the education system. There is a problem with our education system compared to international syllabus and international education system. We were following some old pattern of question, some traditional question, what, why, and definition. So students just by hearting their answers and they just need to write the answers in their notebooks or the answer sheet. So I'm coming to the importance of new pattern of questions. The importance of this questions is it is based on competency, competitive level questions, because in nowadays you should be expert in your field, otherwise you will be outdated. That is the reason that much qualified persons are there in India, in other countries also. That much qualified peoples are there. So you should be expert, then only you will be placed in a good job. So in order to become expert, you should know your concepts and your ideas clearly and properly. So to provide the ideas and concept clearly to the students, the CBSE introduced the new pattern of question paper. So for social science, I will show you some questions and you can understand how to answer for this. For social science, the question paper comprises of 32 questions with 5 parts. 5 parts are there, A, B, C, D, E. 5 parts are there. This 5 parts consist of 32 questions. And the first part, part A, that include question number 1 to question number 16. Question number 1 to question number 16. This is multiple choice question, which may be fill in the blanks or which may be assertion and reasoning questions. So all the 16, the first 16 questions are 1 mark questions. So I will show you. See, I think you can, the screen is visible, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I think the screen is visible for you, right?
Screen is
No,
okay.
sir.
No, sir, the screen is not visible.
Screen is not shared.
Okay, one minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. So right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's fine. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir, now it's visible.
See. This is an easy question from social science. You can see this is a question from our 10th standard. See, read the given statement in the context of globalization. You know, globalization important in this pandemic situation also, right? See, so here the options are important. See, the given options are important. The first one, it is the only way for economic development of the country. Is it? Globalization is leading to the economic development of the particular country. Definitely it is helping the economic development, right? And second one, interlinks only production-based activities, disparate locations in the world. It's possible, right? You can see Apple, they have production plant in India, Bangalore, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Always given only positive result in all the countries. That's not fair, right? Yeah, then the answer is what leads to the spread of technology, culture, and disease from the region to another, from one region to another region, right? See here, A, B, C, A, B, D is the correct answer. All are the advantages of globalization. But from the given option, you have to choose the most appropriate answer. That is what is important. All the given solutions are interconnected and interrelated to the given globalization. But you have to select the most suitable answer from the given option. That is what is the importance of this kind of question, competitive level questions. So the idea behind this, you have to be very keen in your concept and ideas. Okay, then if you are very keen in your concept, then you will become expert in your field. Then if you are an expert, definitely you will be placed in a better position, right? Okay, I will show you in the second part, the question paper, the new model of question paper, the second part is part B. In the part B, question number 17 to 22, it is from question number 17 to 22. This is what is short answer questions. Okay, short answer question, that is the same old pattern of questions, what and definition they will ask. Okay, then third part is there, that is section C, that is source based questions. Okay, I will just to show you a question, source based. Okay, so this is the model of questions you can see in international syllabus. International syllabus, if you are checking the IGCSE or IB syllabus, in their question paper, almost 50% questions are source based question. They will give a piece of information from any sources. It may be from Reserve Bank of India, or it may be from IMF, International Monetary Fund. So here there is an information, a piece of information is given. When there is a piece of information available in front of you, the first process, you have to read it properly at least twice. At least twice you have to read the piece of information given in front of you. And you can see based on the source, there will be questions. There will be questions and with options. So based on the questions and option, the first question will be a general question based on the given resource. Based on the given resource, the first question will be a general question. So you need to get a general idea about this. Okay, so see what CBSE is looking. CBSE need to develop you as an expert in your subject. Okay, that's why they are asking this kind of questions here. See, here the questions you can see, first 2-3 questions are based on, 4 questions will be there. Based on the resources, 4 questions will be there. So there is a resource given. Due to the lack of time, I'm not explaining the complete question. You already knew about what is the resource and how they are asking question from the resources, from the resource persons. So due to the lack of time, I don't want to explain everything related to the social science. Okay, see, so understand, you should be updated. You should be updated with the new model of question paper. Then you can plan your answers according to the same. And also you will get an idea how to use your key concept in your answers. Okay, that is what is the importance of understanding this model of question papers and the new model of question papers. Okay, so now we have our chemistry faculty, Mr. Yasin sir. Now it's over to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, my dear students. Myself Yasin Hussain, Faculty of Chemistry, Bright Learning. So already in the previous 3 discussions, you are very aware about the changes that is going to happen in our coming academic year. Okay, so I'm not taking more time because the time is very limited. So I'm going to take some questions regarding the changes in our question paper. So I think you can see the screen.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, yes, sir.
What about now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so these are the chapters we are going to learn in our 9th standard. You already know, and these are the chapters in our 10th standard. Okay, so when we are coming to this academic year, we have a great change, that is the assessment. Already the previous faculties explained very well. Competitive based education is going to happen in our country. So we have to take some questions only from this part. So the first question is, you can see the diagrams show the arrangement of particles of a substance at a temperature 20 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, and you can clearly listen the picture given here. And what are the likely melting and boiling point of the substance? So the question is about melting and boiling point, but they are not directly asking what is melting point and what is boiling point. Okay, a substance is given in different temperature at 20 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, and they are asking about the melting and boiling point of the substance. Anyone can answer? Please go through this question. I'm not taking more time. So very simple, you know, actually the substance we can take given A. A is the substance. The substance A is at a liquid state at 20 degrees Celsius. From this structure, we must be able to understand that the given substance is given in liquid state. Then only we can go with the answer. Okay, by analyzing this structure, we must be able to understand that the given substance is liquid state. And if you take the same substance in 40 degrees Celsius, now that is not in liquid state. You can see the arrangement of particles in the second temperature. Now the distance between the top particle is very more. So we can say that the first picture is in liquid state and the second one is in gaseous state. Okay, so already the substance at 20 degrees Celsius is in liquid state. So we can say that the melting point will be less than 20 degrees Celsius. So if you take the options A, B, C, D, here you can see minus 12 degrees Celsius and also minus 25 degrees Celsius, minus 98 degrees Celsius, and here we have 44 degrees Celsius. And from this structure, it is very clear that melting point will be less than 20 degrees Celsius. So we can say that option D will not be the answer. Okay, and if you take the second structure that is in gaseous state, okay, and what will be the boiling point of that substance, we can say that that will be less than 40 degrees Celsius. And if you take the options, we have 35, 45, 100 and 80. We have only one option having the boiling point less than 40 degrees Celsius. So the answer will be option A. Okay, so dear students, here the question is not directly asking what is boiling point and melting point. The question is an indirect question. Okay, so if you're getting a question, you must think that what is boiling point, what is melting point, and they are not asking the definition. By knowing the definition, you must be able to tell the correct answer. Okay, so this is our first question. And if you take the second question, this is assertion reason question. You can read the assertion. Diffusion rate of oxygen is smaller than nitrogen. Diffusion rate of, you very know what is diffusion. Diffusion rate of oxygen is less than that of nitrogen. Is it a correct statement? The students, can you answer? Is it a correct statement? Diffusion of oxygen is smaller than nitrogen. Anybody?
Yes.
Is it a correct statement?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. That's a correct statement. That's a correct statement. So when you read the reason,
Correct statement.
molecular size of nitrogen is smaller than oxygen. Is the correct reason for that assertion? No, I'm not taking more time.
No,
you know,
no, sir.
diffusion
It's
is mainly related to mass. You know, diffusion is mainly related to mass. Here the two gases is given. First one is oxygen. You know, the molecular mass of oxygen in gram is 32 gram. Okay, and molecular mass of nitrogen, if you are taking in gram, you will get 28 gram. Okay, so the mass of oxygen is more than mass of nitrogen. That is why the diffusion rate is less than that of nitrogen. Okay, so the assertion is right, but reason is not right. Okay, so this is the assertion reason question. You can expect more number of questions in the coming academic year. Okay, you have to practice this like question, and if you go through our app, there are a lot of questions in this method, and you can take and practice that. Okay, and here we have another question. This is a match the following question. Here you can read P, particles move randomly. Particles move randomly. And this question also from the first chapter of 9th standard. So in that you already learned the different physical states of matter. You can say that there are solid, liquid, and gas. These are the most important physical states of matter. And in that three physical state, one physical state have this property. Do you remember that? Particles move randomly. Which is the physical state in which the particles moving randomly?
Gaseous state.
But yes, but you can see this second column. There is not given the term gas. Instead of that, they given an example for gas.
Nitrogen.
Yes, very good, very good. So they are not directly asking gas, but they given an example. So this is directed to nitrogen gas. Okay, and the second one, layers can slide over each other. Okay, if you take this three physical state, in which physical state we have this character? Layered property.
Liquid.
But you cannot see liquid, but we have an example for that, that is water. You know, all liquids will flow with the different layers, and that moving or that movement is called a laminar flow. You may remember the term laminar flow. Different layers have different velocity and different distance from the stationary phase. And the third one is changes directly to gaseous state. You may
Ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride.
Actually, the question is related to the property sublimation. Sublimation. Not see sublimation, but we have an example for the compound showing sublimation, that is ammonium chloride. So you can connect this. And particles are not freely to move. And you are clearly know that is
Solid. Sugar.
It is solid.
Sugar.
Clear?
Yes,
sir.
So which is the option? Is the correct option?
B.
Yes, very good. This is the correct option. And the third example is that filling the blanks question. It's a simple question. You can expect this type of question also. And this is a conceptual related question. Soda water can be separated by dash pressure. What change we can make in pressure to separate soda water? You know what is soda water? You know, water filled with the carbon dioxide. That is called soda water, isn't it? If you are opening soft drinks, a gas will come out from that bottle. Did you experience that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Etc. A gas will come out. Which is the gas? That gas is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So actually, this is from our daily life related question. So how the gas can be dissolved in liquid? You know, that can be only possible at a high pressure. A gas will dissolve in water only at high pressure. So how can we separate that carbon dioxide and water? That is just the opposite of increasing pressure. By decreasing pressure, carbon dioxide from water, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it's a simple question. Have you cleared this question?
Yes.
So we can expect this like question in our coming academic year. So learn very carefully and score maximum mark. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm welcome sir, our head of Department of Mathematics to express his ideas.
So in between, Kadir sir, can we move on 15 minutes more? Is it possible?
Yes. Maximum up to 3 o'clock you can move.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, right? Okay.
As we started 1 o'clock, as early as possible, we find it out.
Actually, so many have to discuss, but they are cut shorting content, and we need
again the sessions inshallah with you. No problem.
Yeah, inshallah, we can keep one more section if the students need it. Okay, we are ready for that, and next section we can move.
Over to Shakir sir.
Okay, thank you, Yasin sir.
Yes.
A very good afternoon to you all. As all our faculties explain all the curriculum changes, especially the assessment changes for the upcoming year. So I'm not, you might have already got the idea that it is mainly competitive based examinations, mainly that all the assessment or the evaluation will be based on purely competitive examination, or we have to understand that in as mathematics also, and almost all the subjects will be having a lot of assessment will be purely based on, or the examination will be purely based on case study based questions. And till I think 2018, the examination was having, I think even maths also, it was value based questions were there. The teachers might know, and even some students also might know. And later on, they deleted those case, and they are implementing this year onwards, and even 2021 onwards, they started the case study based questions. Very recently, they implemented those things. And this, as Ali Fazil sir already explained in detail, what are the changes. And in mathematics also, there are many applications level questions you can see it. Even for the grade 9 onwards, in the grade 10, they're having a chapter name, applications of trigonometry. And even the higher studies, when you go for it, mathematics, you can see a lot of applications level, and especially those who are aiming for some engineering courses, definitely all the applications level questions are needed. So that is the main aim of this year assessment changing assessment will be purely based on the application level questions. So here are some case study questions I'll be explaining. So look at the first question. So I'll be just moving to the I'll be sharing the screen. You can see one example of a case study questions. So this actually the whole, as we are just running lack of time. So I'll be just explaining the part which is needed. Actually, the in COVID pandemic situation, they are just explaining the session which is in a paragraph. So I'm just reading the necessary part from that. So the Prime Minister Citizen Assistance Relief Fund, actually they are providing some fund for some village. So it says that the total fund, I'm reading the second last line for it, you can see it. So the total fund allotted for the village is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 20x plus 9. And the officer has divided the fund equally among the families of the village, and each family receives the amount of x squared plus 2x plus 2. Okay, and there are some questions which is related to this one. Can you see, any students, can you answer me? What is which chapter this belongs? Any idea? Any student can answer. Linear equation. Two variables.
Quadratic equation. Polynomials.
It is polynomial. It is having both the years. Actually, the chapter is there for the second chapter, even for grade 9 and grade 10. It is the same chapter, x cubed plus 6x squared. From there, you can understand it is from the chapter polynomial. So the question is actually the total amount is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 20x plus 9. And the amount received each family will be x squared plus 2x plus 2. So the first question is, actually out of 5 questions, you need to attend any 4 questions. All the case study questions will be like this in math. So out of 5 questions will be there, you need to attend any 4. Each question will carries 1 mark. So how many families are there in the village? How do we get it?
Should do the equation.
You should do. How to do it? We have to, the total amount is given as a polynomial, the x cube, cubic polynomial, and there is each family.
We have to divide.
We have to divide the amount by this polynomial. So that division actually has a lack of time. Just I'll be showing that division part in short. So just I'll share that part. So this is how you can see the screen, right? So see each family. So if you are dividing the cubic polynomial by the quadratic one, you will be getting the quotient as x plus 4. The first question answer is, how many families are there? There are x plus 4 families in this case. Okay, and
Yes, 4.
and the remainder also you have to note it down here. 10x plus 4 is a remainder because the next question is related to the remainder. So let's talk about that part. Okay, so what is the next question? If an amount of rupees 1911 is left after distribution, what is the value of x? How to do this one? The remainder we have to
plus
equate
1
into
10x plus 1
is equal to
1911.
1911, and the linear equation in one variable will come, that you have to solve it, and you will be getting the answer as 191. So the value of x is 191. So can you answer how the pattern for the third question? How much amount does each family receive? How to get it? X value, now we know it. What is x value?
191.
191.
Yeah.
That we have to substitute in which polynomial? Which polynomial we have to substitute?
X square
plus
2x plus 2.
X
X square plus 2x plus 2.
Substitute in x square plus 2x plus 2. You will be getting the answer as the final answer. You can verify it. I think the Ali Fazil sir will send the detailed questions which we are discussing today. You can cross check with the answers. So as we are running lack of time, so I'll be just showing the answer. So it is option D is the correct one. So 36,865. Okay, and what is the fourth one? What is the amount of fund allotted or allocated? So same 191 we have to substitute in which polynomial?
X cube.
X cube. Cubic polynomial. The cubic polynomial which is shown. So here we have to substitute
plus
x is equal to 191, and you will be obtaining the answer as answer C. So this much amount will be obtaining by substituting the value of x is equal to 191. So let's look at the last question from this case study, first case study. How many families are there in the village? How do we get it? How many families are there?
191 plus 4.
191 plus 4. Very good. So 191 plus 4, it is equal to 195. So these are the solutions. So very short, only we are explaining all the cases. And look at the next case study questions. Just I'll not be explaining the entire part because of the time. So it is related to the chapter. A survey was conducted at school, and this is the taste of students' color actually. So the students were asked to list of their favorite colors, and it is given. What is this diagram called? What is this kind of diagram?
Pie chart.
Pie chart. So the data is given in pie chart, not in table. So from there, we have to identify or we have to analyze what is the solution for each case. So you know this chapter is related to, definitely this is related to probability. Even for grade 9 also, grade 10 also, the last chapter is probability. So same procedure. So what do you have to answer it? What is the probability of favorite color, which is
Red.
Being red.
Red.
So how do you identify? You have to look at the previous session, red color. So it is 36 over 36 divided by 360. Sum of all the angles in that will be 360. So divided by 360. So it is 36 divided by 360 it will be. So that answer is 1 over 10, and that is equal to 0.1. And so what is the probability of favorite color being blue or
Green.
green? How do we identify it? So we have to add blue
add
and green. Both we have to add it.
Yes.
Then we have to divide it by 360. What will be the answer?
0.3.
0.3.
So answer will be 0.3. So that is being highlighted here too. And the next case, it is.
What is the probability of favorite color not being red or blue?
Not being red nor blue. How do we identify?
You should subtract that rows from 3.
We have to subtract from, actually we have to add red or blue part, we have to add it, and that
Then
is
we have
actually
to
coming.
subtract it from 360.
We have to subtract it from
360.
subtract it from 360. 360 minus that part. Or other way we can do 1 minus, we have to identify what is red or blue probability, that we have to subtract it from 1. That way also we can find. In both the way, answer is 0.7. And what is the second last one? What is the probability of favorite color not
Favorite
being
color not being orange or green.
orange or
Orange or
green?
green.
Or green.
Or
So we have
green.
to identify. We have to do the same pattern. It is similar to the previous questions. You can do in the same way, not being orange or green. So both the way we have to do add. We have to add orange or green. Then we have to subtract it from 360. Then we have to divide it by 360. You will be getting the solution as 0.5. You can verify it. And what is the last favorite color being red or blue? Same procedure. Answer is 0.3.
0.3.
These are the case study questions you can expect from here. And some other application level questions also there. This you can see the objective type questions also. I'll not be discussing this one now. You can really stands for a question answer session. Those who are having any doubt which is related to the new curriculum statement or new curriculum or new assessment policy, you can just clear that one. And our moderator will be the Bright Learning app managing director, Samjit sir. So over to Samjit sir.
Hi, good afternoon all. Actually, it's our time is precious and we are just winding up. Before that, you have a lot of doubts regarding this section. We cannot conclude all the topics in this few hours section, and we can move on to question section. Before that, first of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity. I congratulate the team, the Almuna school team. They are doing a wonderful need of our topics, and the students are very lucky to have this type of institutional management team behind you. And surely you are the jewels of Almuna International School. And we can move on to question answer section. Before that, I just introducing about the Bright Learning app, because you have a lot of doubt regarding this Bright Learning app. I just giving a brief introduction regarding Bright Learning app. And everybody can see my window, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can see now.
Okay. 1 minute. So Bright Learning app, during the COVID-19 scenario, all are wondered what we have to do during this section. Offline sections are closed, but Bright education team, nevertheless, any factors we have started within 1 week itself, we are changed the online classes. Not only apart from the other learning apps or any learning solution, what we are doing is that we are creating a classroom-like situation in live sections as well. We are doing the live sections, and the learning app is there. The recorded videos are there. So many features are. I just going through the features. We have a scheduled pre-recorded videos. These our excellent faculties, the qualified teachers, their pre-recorded videos are available as each subject. As you can see in figure, biology, chemistry, all subjects are available in a Bright Learning app. You can just download from Play Store or App Store. It is free for 3 days. So you can enjoy the 3 days free section. And after that only, if you are interested, if you want to go with our live section as well, you can have a demo section as well. After that only you have to pay. And also we have an offer for Almuna students also. And scheduled live interactive section. After you are watching these videos, you can come to our live interactive session. We have a scheduled live interactive section. Every week we are giving 2 or 3 sections respective of the subject. And each day we have a daily exam, daily study assessment. We have called it as a DSA, daily study assessment. That will be there in each sections. And even though if you have any particular, you need to practice the questions respective of the subject, you can do it as a chapter-wise test is available in this learning app. And the study materials, of course, for supportive study materials are available in the each subject. and the question bank also available there, and the live class and career booking system is also available there. If you have any doubt regarding a particular subject, you can book a live section for a 10 minutes or 30 minutes in between any day, and we will arrange that one in between. And the career booking system also, and if you want to know about the IITs, JEE exam, NEET, and the professional colleges and the SAT exam, important, I don't sure you know about the SAT exam or not. Anyway, the SAT exam, everything we are discussing the career system. You can also book if you need any career section, you can book as well. So these are our particular features. Apart from the any other online mode of teaching, we are giving the scheduled preparation for your students. You will be aligned to the scheduled system we are doing, and the scheduled pre-recorded videos as well as the scheduled interactive sections will be there. And our courses are grade 9 and 10, both are there with their foundation for NEET, JEE, SAT, and Olympiad scholarship exams are there. For all the exams, we are giving the foundation classes. Then the grade 11 and 12 science tuitions available with NEET, JEE, and SAT coaching. Then grade 11 and 12 commerce tuition as well with the CPT coaching. And apart from that, the crash course also for the NEET and JEE courses. And our app is available in mobile and tab, laptop, in computer. Every gadget you can access our application, and is easy. And if you have any problem with the mobile, or you are having any problem with your eye problems are there, you can choose our app in different gadgets as well. This is generally about the Bright. We have the time restriction, so I'm just winding up the section and moving on to the question answer section. Anybody can unmute and ask if you have any doubt regarding these sections. So anybody have any doubt regarding any section? Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Just now you have told that you have coaching for SAT also.
Yes.
But according to my knowledge, it has stopped that SAT exam from this year. Is
for
it
this
correct?
year, actually, yeah. Now, for time being, because of COVID scenario, last year also they stopped that exam. So this year's yet to the notification how to come yet. It's not decided the dates.
Okay, so it is temporarily stopped, not permanently.
Temporarily stopped. Yeah, not completely.
Because it's very important for students in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, sure. For the getting admission to the foreign universities, SAT examination is must. SAT general test must be there. And some other foreign universities like in other countries also, like Pakistan, Malaysia, they also use for the SAT exams.
Students of foreign origin particularly.
Yeah, sure.
It is there. Yeah, so it will be there.
Yeah, will be there. Temporarily they closed because of the COVID scenario. Because last year and all, this British curriculum, IGCSE exams, entirely they cancelled. They didn't conduct at all. And they, on the mark base, grade base, they gave the admission for the students last year.
Okay, thank you.
Also, the SAT 2 test was there for the Indian students. There was a SAT 2 test that's cancelled already.
That is for technical courses.
Yep.
SAT 2 is for technical, and SAT 1 for I think art side, means English languages and all that. Humanities.
Yeah. Previously, there was for our NIT admission, there was a SAT 2 exam as well.
Yes.
So there's currently that stopped.
Yeah.
By the Indian government, CBSE board.
So it is completely stopped or just temporarily?
Completely stopped. SAT 2 is completely
Indian
stopped
students
for the
to get admission to Indian universities, that's stopped. But outside it's
Achha, outside it's working for Indian universities, NITs particularly.
Yes.
Okay. Students, if you have some doubts, you can clear now.
Students, think the sessions were very clear.
Sir, can you explain that SAT exam? What is that?
Your sound is not clear, please. Nihal,
you had talked about SAT exam, FAT exam.
What is that?
Can you explain that?
Sorry, Nihal, your voice was not clear. Others, please mute others. Yes, Nihal, come on.
So, now can you hear me?
It's not much clear about. I don't know. This is my problem.
Nihal, you ask only that particular word, what you want to say. Don't say any other thing.
Nihal, yes, come on.
What's your issue? What's your question?
So,
you can type in chat also. You can type in chat box also, no problem.
Yeah, chat box.
So, can you tell me about that SAT exam?
SAT examination.
That's what I was asking.
Okay. About the SAT exam, sure. SAT exam is Scholastic Aptitude Test, SAT SAT exam. It is conducted by the US universities, okay, United States universities. They are conducting for their graduation courses actually. But the same score is applicable in most of the countries. They are accepting that score, what you get it. Primarily, there were two SATs, SAT 1 and SAT 2. SAT 1 is a general test for admission to many universities. And SAT 2 is subject-oriented test. Like for mathematics, you can write, and for physics or for chemistry, for biology, like that, you can write it. And that's each paper was for 800 marks, objective type questions only. Okay. And SAT 1 is a general paper. There will be basic mathematics, English, the language test will be there, and this basic science also sometimes. These questions used to be in SAT 1. Okay. It's purely like a admission oriented test only, not subject specific to these topics like SAT 1. And SAT 2 tests were subject oriented and specific question from each terms used to be. If you compare to Indian origin test like JEE, NEET and all, SAT is too easy test. Okay, to the magnitude level if you check, of course. JEE and all is what will you say, to the deeper level, you have to go to JEE and all. That's the toughest screen test in world also, we can say, all around the world.
For Indian student, it will be very easy because
Very easy,
Indian
of course,
students
yeah.
are hardworking.
Yeah.
They are really hardworking. So
Last year, the former years, many of our students, they scored full 10% in SAT test.
2400, yeah.
2400 or 2100 they scored. Many of them used to be. That's very easy test for Indian students. Nihal, is that clear?
Nihal, from 11th grade, you can start preparation for that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Ali sir. Now
Yeah.
we give the chance for students to communicate with you either by WhatsApp or mobile or.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, as time is too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah. So we'll update the contact list in chat box. Yeah.
I appreciate your academic team. They are prepared very well. Actually,
Thanks, sir.
within a very short span of time, your team has.
Yeah,
given-
actually, it was a run through the topics only. Sorry for that.
Even for me, circular from CBSE received last week only. After that only I spoke to you.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
So let's have a few words from our HM then.
Yeah, we can move to.
Because it is almost time for Asar prayer here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost.
Vasna ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Most respected Vice Principal, Academic Head of Bright, which app? Bright
Learning app.
Learning app, yeah. Bright Learning app. All the faculties, all my dear teachers and valuable students. Really, once again, good afternoon and good evening, those who are in India. So this session was very fruitful. It is very informative for us. We may have some more doubts also, students and teachers. So we are feeling that we will contact you. You have to give us contact number also. Let me thank you for that. And students, this will be the pattern of our exams. We have already started this pattern, our class test and the model exam and all that. Based on this pattern only we had from last year. So it will be useful for you. So once again, thank you for this session. Thank you.
Welcome.
You are sharing.
Put down this contact number, please.
Yeah, sure. I'm sharing on the chat box. You can get the contact numbers.
Already app link also available in the chat box. You can use that link as well. 3 days free is there. You can just look on that our videos and everything.
Okay. So let's move on to the final concluding session.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Ma'am. Controller of examination, Mr. Nishad, you can propose vote of thanks. Okay,
Thank you very much for sharing your deep knowledge, all the resource persons. So now I invite our controller of in charge from Muna International School, Mr. Nishad, to propose the vote of thanks. Nishad sir, over to you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Most respected Principal in charge, Kader sir, Mr. Ali Fazil, Academic Head of Bright Learning App, HM Vasudha ma'am, Pradeep sir, Staff Secretary Mr. Naufal and Mrs. Saina, coordinators Naina ma'am, Priya ma'am, and other faculties from Bright Learning App, dear colleagues and my dear students. Good afternoon, everyone, and good evening, those who are attending from India. wonderful section, sir, from your side.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
And in one word, as a short of time, you presented the topic very effectively and skillfully. And to the students, dear students, all the updates from the CBSE we used to add in our question papers, as Vasudha ma'am spoke here. In the last update, it was a case study. More than 5 times we added that concept or that new pattern in our question paper for the last 10th batch. So don't worry about the new updates. So we will help you, and the learning app, they also extending their support. So utilize that. And without taking much time, I come to my duty. I would like to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to the entire team of Bright Learning app for giving excellent coverage on the topic, new assessment policy of CBSE. Thank you, sir, and thank you all the entire team of your members. And next, I extend my sincere thanks to our principal in charge, Kader sir. He's the person behind this program. He took initiative to arrange such a program within a short span of time. As he said here, in the last day, we received the memo from the CBSE. Within the short span of time, sir, arranged this program. Sir, it was useful to the teachers and the entire students. Thank you, Kader, sir. And in one word, I extend our sincere thanks and gratitude to the coordinators, HM, staff secretary, and all my colleagues. Thank you all. And last, to my students, dear students, you are very active during all the sessions. So I extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to you all. Thank you all once again. Once again, thanks to the entire team of the Learning app, Bright Learning app. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, our director is here, full-time member. He is
Okay, sorry, sir.
So Fasil sir, our director, Latif sir, he was also with us.
Okay, thank you, sir, Latif sir, for giving us the opportunity. So we are very privileged to be with you people, Almuna team. So strong and energetic team. So we are happy to see you again for the future purposes. Thank you all for your.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay, see you, Bear.
Okay. Thank you. We'll wind up.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So shall we leave?